That's a white bass. It's a little one. Just a little white bass, but that's a white bass. That's what we're looking for, only bigger. Folks, welcome to Fishing Hog Country. Open your mouth. There we go. We're out this morning on Beaver Lake at the crack of dawn. You can see it's just daylight, and we're looking for white bass. That's a little one, but we're gonna find some great big ones before the day's out. So you stay with us, watch this. We'll be right back with Fishing Hog Country.
You're watching the Fishing Hog Country television program featuring express boats.
Gosh, what a big mouth. Little tiny smallie. Whoop. Alright, let me help you out of here. Hold on. He's gone. He's a slimy little booger though. Messed up my bait with another little bitty smallmouth bass. Boy, he's pulling. Let him go. It's like a twin of the one I just caught. There we go. Here to the boat and jumped on it. And we really are going to do this white bass show. If we get these smallies to leave me alone. The water running in over there. He followed me all the way out here. My graph's just covered in fish. Just covered in fish. Those ought to be white. Let's throw out here in front of the boat. Kind of parallel the bank a minute and see what happens. Another smallmouth bass. Now boys, we're looking for white bass. I know you guys want to be on TV, but today's just not your day. They're fun. A lot of fun. You want to talk about fun, you get one of them big smallies on here. And there's some 3, 4, 5 pound smallies up here. You get one of those on and you're going to have your tussle on this 6 pound line. I've got a little fish. Little bitty one, I think. Little bitty tiny one. Yeah. And he ate my bait. He ate my bait. You little booger. Let's see if we can get that out of there. There's fish. That's a smallmouth bass again. They just won't leave us alone. Be still, be still. There we go. Another little old bitty smallmouth. Still on the hunt for the white bass, which is really odd. Normally, you can find the whites before you never find a smallmouth, but not today. I'm gonna catch them smallmouth. I want to catch a big one after a while. I don't know if it's smallmouth or that's a smallie. And another little smallie. Remember what I told you when we started? We was out here to do a smallmouth show. That's right. Since the white bass won't bite, I'll just show you all these little smallmouth that I catch. My word. It's been a big cold front gone through last night, and it rained and rained, and the water is murkied up, and there's stuff floating and there wasn't, and the lake's come up some, which is good for us because we were 15 foot low, but it's kind of killed our white bass action. So we'll just keep looking. There's a fish. That's a white bass. Hooray, we're trying to find a white bass. We finally found one. Had to make a little run up in the creek and found us a white, and that's a good one too. That's a pound and a half white bass. Well, the little fishy rides again. I tell you what, I've caught so many fish on those little fishies. You just can't beat them for springtime white bass fishing here on Beaver Lake. I'm gonna work my way right on up this bluff. Usually if there's one, there's several, and maybe we'll catch some more white bass. We're wanting a big one of those that weighs 3 or 4 pounds. We have hybrids and stripers on Beaver Lake, and if we would run into striper on this 6-pound line, we would have us a tussle. There's another one, and I bet that's a white bass too. I ain't seen him yet, but he's heading for deep water. Look at him go. Wow, looks like we found what we're looking for. Man, I'll tell you what, and pull pound for pound, that fish right there will pull harder than any fish in the lake. Up here on the bluff, let's get another one. That is fun. Oh man, did you see that? Look at that fish. Man, I don't know what this is. Look, he's taking me for a ride. Oh boy. I'm gonna guess that's a big old white or a striper or a hybrid or something. But man, it's what we've been looking for all morning. Oh, it's a striper. Look at him go. 6-pound line. I can't force him to stay out of the trolling motor. There he is. I'm gonna have to get the dip net on that one. That's a hybrid. See the broken lines on his side? There we go. I'll tell you what now. On the spinning rod, this line out of his face. On a spinning rod with 6-pound line, that's a hoot. I'll tell you what. Well, I'm gonna take my coat off and get ready to catch another one of these big ones. You watch this and we'll be right back. That's another good one. Be lucky to get him landed. Look at him run. Pulling that drag. There's one with him too. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's one with him. Yeah, he's gone now. Six-pound line, I'm not gonna get in a hurry. Looky there. Here he comes. Here he comes. There we go. Got me another good one. Looky there. Big old white bass. These are hybrids. They got broken stripes. That's a combination white bass striper. There he goes. Back in Beaver Lake. Let's catch another. Man, that's fun. He's not quite as good as the last ones, but he sure pulled hard. Well, let me tell you what we did to find these. We thought they were going to be out on some pockets off the main lake, and it just turned out that they weren't. So we ran about 3 or 4 or 5 miles up a creek. Now it's early spring, not early spring, it's April the 25th, and these fish are just like anybody else, any other fish. They're going to run up the creeks, run up the rivers to spawn, and so that's where we're at. And we got up here and we found those old big ones you've seen me catch, and there's another one. Let's see if there's some more up here. Another one. There's a herd of them back here. And he's about the same size as the last one. But boy, he's pulling. He is a pulling. Look at him. I'm trying to slow myself down because I'm blowing out of the pocket, and I don't want to blow too far out. I want to sit here and catch as many of these little white bass as I can. There's some big ones in here too. We've caught 2. We're going to catch another one in a minute. I'm gonna guess that's another white bass by the way he's running. Look at him go. Man, that's fun. I'll tell you what, if that don't get your fire going, your wood's wet now. I tell you, that's a good one. That is so much fun. There's another white bass here on Beaver Lake. Let me show you what I'm using. Nothing fancy about this at all. This is a little fishy. That's just what it's called. If you go to your local bait and tackle store, ask for a little fishy, they'll give you that. It's got the little slits in the side, comes through the water. All you've got to do is throw it about and reel it back real slow. Sometimes they want it fast, sometimes they want it slow. This morning they seem to want it kind of slow. So I'm just throwing it out there, just getting that little tail to wiggle all the way back. Let's see if we can catch another one. That's the kind of the theme of white bass fishing. Let's get another one. We always want another one. Like the way they pull. Good. Let him run. Here he comes. Come here. Come here. Come here. Another Beaver Lake white bass. Now, if you live in Oklahoma or Texas, that's a sand bass. But here in Arkansas, we call them white bass. No matter what you call them, they're a lot of fun to catch. Let's see if he's got a buddy right back over there where he came from.
How many times have you gone out fishing and things just didn't work out like you thought they would? That's what happened when Pat went bass fishing on Lake Dardanelle one day. Watch this.
Finally found a fish that would cooperate. Oh, he's a taking drag too. He's not a giant. Come on back out here. Using 6-pound test line, we don't want to. Oh yeah. Yeah, you done? Oh, there we go. There we go. Hit that old Cinco. That old fat chunky thing. Just thick as can be. See you later, alligator. Finally, been at this for about 12 hours and about time these fish started biting. Hopefully that'll be one of many here this evening. Boy, he ate it. He ate it. Come on back here. Come on. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to get down here and help him on this light line. Finally. Been working hard all day and finally got a nice big old fat one. Ate that Cinco like he ate that Cinco like he really meant business. That old tail's got a little bloody spot on it. Nice black. Get back there and grow up. All right. Finally. There's a fish. I don't think he's as big. No, baby bass. Easy there. We'll let you go in a minute. We'll let little Kentucky. Little 9-incher. Gonna have to get a fresh bait. This one's going to the dead soldier pile. Good fish, another good fish. If I can get this one in without him breaking my line. I don't know if I got a bass here or if I got a big old drum or a catfish. Big old flathead catfish. Look at the size of that catfish. I don't want to lose my bait. I bet that's what ate my other crankbait there a minute ago. Oh, come here. Well, I have to lift him in the hard way. That's about a 7 or 8 pound flathead catfish. Hitting the crankbaits. Boy, he got me in a mess. What a flathead. He hit like a bass. Just came out there and swallowed that old bandit crankbait. Well, we'll send him back. He'll be his lucky day we didn't eat him. Oh, I think we got us a catfish hole. The way these things are staying down, that's a big fish right there. Big old catfish, I'll bet you. Oh, yeah, he's a twin. He's a twin to the one I just had. And I mean, he swallowed it. Look in that fish's mouth. Well, went bass fishing and caught a catfish. Open up there. I want you to look how far down in that mouth that bait is. That fish ate it now.